Shalom. This is the brother Igdaliah, Banya Sharala, coming at you with another quick lesson through the Spirit. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, the men I've learned this 100% truth from, and salutations to the Akim pushing this truth across the four winds of the earth in all truth and sincerity, Barakathon. Now, you brothers that may be new in the faith, as well as you few sisters that may be new in the faith, did you know there's a such thing as brown-skinned Edomites? Yeah, that's right, brown-skinned Edomites, meaning that these are people who look like they're from our nationality, but really they're of a heathen nation, okay? Now, I'm going to name off a few celebrity brown-skinned Edomites that you may be familiar with, starting off with Meghan Markle. She has an Israelite mother and an Edomite father. She's an Edomite. Sister. Tia and Tamara Mowry have an Israelite mother and an Edomite father. They're Edomites. But Tia Mowry is married to a so-called black man that she has children by. So her husband and children have a chance to be saved because they're Israelites, but she don't because she an Edomite. All right. Another famous actress by the name of Maya Rudolph. She also plays on Saturday Night Live, has an Israelite mother and an Edomite father. She's an Edomite. The famous singer Lenny Kravitz has an Israelite mother and an Edomite father, brown-skinned Edomite. Tracy Ellis Ross, and her mother is the famous singer Diana Ross, which is an Israelite, but her father is an Edomite. Therefore, she's an Edomite. Karen Parsons, Hillary from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, has an Israelite mother and an Edomite father. She's an Edomite. And there's also an actress by the name of Amanda Stenberg. She has an Israelite mother and an Edomite father, brown-skinned Edomite. All right. Now, these people will be labeled in this society as being from a mixed race. There's no such thing as a mixed race of people. Okay. Whatever your father is, that's what you are. Okay. End of story. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go into the scriptures. And the first precept I'm going into is out of the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18. Numbers 1 verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families. And that word pedigrees means your lineage, the bloodline that you come from. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. So as I just said, whatever nationality your father is, that's what you are. Okay, it does not matter what nationality the mother is at all. All right. Now, these fake Jews go by the nationality of their mother, which is false. That's not biblical. OK, so a brown skinned child who has an Edomite father is an Edomite. On the other hand, a pale flesh child who has a so-called black, Latino or Native American father is an Israelite. OK, for example, the actor named Frankie Munoz, who used to play on that sitcom Malcolm in the Middle. He's an Israelite, man. Now, he looks like, the typical so-called white man. He has pale flesh and blue eyes, and his mother's an Edomite. But his father is a so-called Puerto Rican from the tribe of Ephraim. So Frankie Munoz is an Israelite from the tribe of Ephraim. All right. Numbers 1 verse 18 once again. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. All right. So you are whatever your father is, whatever nationality he is, that's what you are. And there is no such thing as a mixed race of people. All right. The next precept I'm going into is out of Matthew chapter 13, verse 24. Matthew 13, verse 24. And this is the account of Yahweh Shai conversating with the 12 disciples. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. Okay, and the enemy, for example, is none other than Esau Edom, the so-called white man, sowing seed, which is sperm, in the Israelite woman. Now you have these children of a heathen nation that look like Israelites mingled among children that are blood-born Hebrew Israelites of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and you can't really tell them apart. All right. Verse 26. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath the tares? He said unto them, An enemy hath done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? And gather them up, meaning that should we pull up the weeds? Okay, verse 29. But he said, Nay, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. So the answer is no, because the wheat, which are the Israelites, will be uprooted with the tares, which are heathens that resemble Israelites. All right. Verse 30. Let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of harvest I will say to the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. That's right, man. So these brown-skinned Edomites, which are the tares, when the Lord comes back for judgment, he gonna burn them up. Okay, either by way of them thermonuclear missiles, or the Lord and the army of angels gonna be shooting, concentrated, fire, from the chariots, those lasers, and zapping people. So that's another way they can be burned up. So either way, these brown-skinned Edomites, man, they're gonna get burned up. Okay, but on the flip side of this precept, it says, but gather the wheat into my barn. And the wheat, as I just said, are the Israelites. And this is really pertaining to the elect of Israel. Okay, the elect of Israel are going to be, they're going to be beamed up in those chariots. That's what it means by gather the wheat into my barn. Okay. Now, the next precept I want to go into will be out of the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 2. Deuteronomy 23, verse 2. A bastard shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Even to his 10th generation shall he not enter into the congregation of the Lord. That's right. Now I'm going to look up that word bastard in the Hebrew tongue. And let's see what it says.
Strong's H, 4464. Mamzer. Mamzer.
Mamzer, but really it's pronounced Mamzar. Okay. Now, under outline of biblical usage, the first definition, bastard, child of incest, illegitimate child. Bastard, mixed population. As I just said, there's no such thing as a mixed race of people. Definition C, born of a Jewish father and a heathen Slakia, born of a Jewish father and a heathen mother, or vice versa. And they going off here in definition C a little bit, okay? Because Jewish pertains to those fake Jews. Now, Israelites are not Jewish, okay? And the Jews are referring to the so-called Negroes, okay, which are the tribe of Judah, who you would call African Americans. Those are the real Jews, okay? So the word Jew is short for Judah, all right? So an Israelite man who has children with a heathen woman, those children are Israelites. They can be saved, okay? But where it says vice versa, that's correct, because vice versa, meaning that an Israelite woman who links up with a heathen man and has children by him, those children are bastards in the eyes of the Lord. Those are illegitimate children. And the Lord is not accepting of these bastard children. They're going to be destroyed. All right. Now, going back into the precept, as a matter of fact, I'm going to read this precept in a different translation, the ESV version, English Standard Version. And let's see what it has to say. No one born of a forbidden union may enter the assembly of the Lord, even to the 10th generation. None of his descendants may enter the assembly of the Lord. That's right, man. And what is a forbidden union? A forbidden union is an Israelite woman hooking up with a heathen man and having children with this heathen. Okay? And as I just said, those children will be considered illegitimate children, bastards. And the Lord is going to do away with bastard children upon his second return. All right. So you so-called Black, Latino, and Native American women who had children by these heathens, it's all bad for your kids, especially the so-called Black woman, because you love Esau. You cherish this devil. And a lot of you nigger women didn't have kids by these devils. So guess what? Hey, your children going to be destroyed. Now, hey, your son, he may be a handsome little fella. Your daughter, she may be a cute little girl, but at the end of the day, they're heathens, man. and the Lord going to destroy them. If the Lord hates Esau, the so-called white man, how does he feel about children Esau produces? He feels the same way about those children, and they're going to be destroyed. So at the end of the day, the joke is on you. All right. Now, the next precept I want to go into is out of the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 1, verse 4. 1 Timothy 1 verse 4, neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies, which minister questions rather than godly edifying, which is in faith, so do. That's right, man. Endless genealogies, something like Ancestry.com, which is nothing but a scam by Esau to swindle you out of money. Okay. You take a damn cotton swab your mouth. You get the results back in like 8 weeks and find out your mother is 10% Cherokee or your father is 20% Irish. That's a bunch of bullshit. Okay. Dishing out money for faulty, inaccurate results. And the answers are in the Bible, man. Which I just read earlier in Numbers 1 verse 18. Whatever nationality your father is, that's what you are, point blank, period. And as I just said, you so-called Black, Latino, and Native American women that's then had kids by these heathens, your kids going to be destroyed. Point blank, period. And that's just the raw truth. So with that being said, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakak Wadash, Lord willing, unto the next lesson, Shalom and a Baba Ball.